Hi guys, welcome to this quick math help video for CRQ2. There's already a walkthrough video inside of the CRQ that you can use to guide your way through the assignment, but I'm just going to give a little bit more of an interactive demo for this quick help video. I'm going to skip straight into the question because if you need more help understanding it, you can watch the walkthrough video inside of the assignment. So we're going to open up that pan balance activity that is included in the CRQ. I'm going to scroll down, and your pan balance should look a little bit like this. All right, so in the CRQ, it tells us to enter the expression 2x into the red pan. So we're going to go to the red pan and click 2x. Be sure to use the button on the activity to type that in, because it does not work if you try to use the keyboard. Next, it says to enter the expression x plus 4 into the blue pan. So we're going to go to the blue pan and again use the buttons to make x plus 4. Notice that the overall view changes. These pans change and the view on the right hand side changes as well. We're going to enter the value x equals -5 into the box near the top. So that's this box at the top here. And you can slide it over until it equals -5, or you can type it in this box here. Either way is fine. I am going to type in 5 there. I backspaced what was already there and then typed 5. Okay, so now I have -5 at the top, and you can put 5.0 if you want, or just -5 is fine as well. So I have all three values that it asked me to have. Now I need to answer the question, what happens? So you will explain your observations there. And so you're explaining your observations of the graph and of the pans. So you're going to explain all of the differences that you see. That's for this question, what happens. Be sure to restate the question as you are answering that. So for example, I might say, when I adjusted the pans and x value, and then I'm just going to put gibberish because I don't want to put the answer, but you will say what happened right here. So when I did this, this is what happened. So that would be the first question answered. Next, it wants us to change the value of x to 0 and then change it to 5. So let's go to the value of x and change it to 0 right in the middle. Ta-da! There it is. Now I need to change it to 5. So I'm going to slide it to 5. Right. It's hard to get it exactly on there. Ta-da! All right, so I changed it from 0 to 5, and it wants to know, how does this change the relationship between the pans? So slide it back and forth between about 0 and about 5. What are the pans doing when I go from 0 to 5? 0, right here, to 5. 0, 5, 0, 5. Look at those pans, and I know I'm kind of not quite hitting 0 and not quite hitting 5, but this is the general movement. And you can slow down and be more careful with it to be sure that you're starting at 0, but that doesn't really matter. As long as you're roughly at 0 and roughly at 5, you are fine. So yeah, what changes as you go from 0 to 5? You can describe the pans, the graph, and it asks you specifically about the pans. So I could say, when I move the slider from 0 to 5, and then I would explain all of what happens. Again, I'm not going to include that part in my answer. And then I will go to the next part of the question. For what value of x do the red and blue pans have equal values? So for this, I'm going to change the value of x, which is the value at the top, until the pans are equal. They need to be level with each other. So you're going to keep doing this until you find the spot where they are exactly in the middle. I'm sure you guys can find it. I did not find it yet, but it is somewhere in there. Where are they exactly equal? I wonder. I don't want to show it the answer, but that is how you find it. Just keep sliding it until they are exactly even. So you can write that here. The value of x where the pans are equal is, and then you would put that value there. Lastly, you're supposed to explain the relationship between the values of the pans and the graph. So in general, what happens when we change the values of these pans? What happens to the graph? You can describe that in your own words, however you would like. So let me do that. The relationship between the pans and the graph is, and then again, I'm not going to be putting answers, but that is how you would start writing it. Before you submit your work, be sure to check for erase. So that means, did I restate the question? Yes, I did. Did I answer all parts of the question? Yes, I did. Did I cite a math definition to support my answer? No, I did not. Let me go ahead and do that now. I can use any math concept that I want. For this one, I'm going to define equal. Why not? So let's go here, like right where I have the word equal. And I'm going to go right after that. So equal means, and I'm going to go ahead and grab myself a definition. Let me pause the video because Google is not always school safe, but I'll be right back after I Google up a definition. Oh, that was pretty easy. I'm back already. All right, so I have looked up equal definition. I've got myself a definition here. Sometimes when you look up definitions for math class, you have to type math behind that just to make sure that you get a math definition. And I'm going to click this one to go ahead and pull that up. So equal means exactly the same amount or value. So I'm going to actually just copy that over into my answer. Oops. Copy. Ta-da. There, I did it. And I'm going to put that in quotes so everyone knows that I quoted that from somewhere. So equal means exactly the same amount or value. At this point, I have followed all 4 steps of race, and I can go ahead and turn my submission in. Thank you for joining me, guys. Good luck.